The inaugural Merrier Waunakee Christmas is underway, a weekend full of holiday events for the whole family. Activities and events started on Thursday, which included a tree lighting and a holiday parade. But this weekend, there are still other events on tap, like ugly sweater shopping and an ugly sweater pub crawl, along with a holiday home tour. Money raised this weekend at these events stays local and helps those in need in the community.
For me, especially because I don't have a brick and mortar store, to come downtown and see everybody out shopping or people walking the streets with their shopping bags and everything, I think it's just important that we support our downtown local businesses.
Put on by the Waunakee professional women, Merrier Waunakee Christmas runs through tomorrow. A list of events can be found on our website, NBC15.com.